Code of Conduct. Respected members, a very good evening and Vande Mataram. I, on behalf of Chandigarh branch of NIRCF ICAI, welcome you all on today's CPE meeting on MSME opportunities for chartered accountants. I welcome Speaker of the session CA GB Modi ji. Actually, today's speaker were our Central Council member Rajkumar Drukia ji on the topic exponential growth of professional opportunities in non-traditional areas by use of social media. But due to unavoidable circumstances, he is not available, and we have requested CA GB Modi ji to be speaker on some topic. So thankful to Modi ji for accepting our request in a short notice. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks so great, sir. On Saturday, 12th Feb, we have virtual CPE meeting on judicial updates and notable decisions of Honorable High Courts and crypto taxation by our local faculty, CA Nikhil Gupta ji. You are all requested to please join these programs. As today's meeting on MSME, I will let you know about the MSME and Startup Committee of ICAI and its initiatives. Its main initiative is to address the issue and challenges faced by MSMEs and startups, review the impediments and suggest measures, changes in this regard for strengthening and developing the capacity of MSMEs and startups. Also to enhance their competence and improving their visibility amongst the business community, and to develop and provide the capacity building measures for the enhancing the portfolio of MSMEs and startups. Also, they conduct various workshops and seminars and organize certificate course on MSMEs. Also, to develop various ways and means for empowering the of MSMEs and startups through various focus endeavors undertaken by the committee for them from time to time. और अंत में दो लाइनें जरूर कहूंगा, मुझे पतझड़ की कहानियां सुनाकर उदास ना करे जिंदगी, मुझे पतझड़ की कहानियां सुनाकर उदास ना करे जिंदगी, नए मौसम का पता बता दे, जो गुजर गया सो गुजर गया। तो कोविड गुजर गया है, अब हमें सबको लगता है कि नया सवेरा आ चुका है, तो हम नए सवेरे के साथ सब लोग अच्छा अच्छा करते हैं। Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai ICI. For the technical session, we have with us CA GB Modi ji from Dhule. It's in Maharashtra. He is a chartered accountant and CS final. He has done various courses like certificate course in cooperative audit of ICAI, certificate course on concurrent audit, certificate course on anti-money laundering of ICAI, and certificate course on ADR, certificate course on public finance and government accounting of ICAI. He has been appointed as experts on the panel of Women Empowerment Platform on Niti Aayog by ICAI. Also appointed as securities market trainer smarts by SEBI and NSIM. He was the chairman of Dhule branch of WIRC for the year 2015-16. He was chairman of WIRCA Dhule for branch for WIRC for 14-15. He was also governing council member of Laghu Udyog Bharti Dhule branch for 2015-17. So now I request GB Modi ji to kindly start his proceedings.
Thank you, Upkar Singh ji. First of
Sorry,
all,
sir, today because of election code of conduct, our other members are not available.
No issue, sir. No issue. Yeah, it's my pleasure. First of all, I thanks to all the 69 participants who have joined on this virtual CPE meeting on MSME. And particularly, I am very much thankful to my Guru Rajkumarji Adukia for giving me this opportunity to have interactions with the member in Punjab at Chandigarh. So thanks to the Chandigarh branch for having confidence in me and calling me to deliver lecture on new opportunities for chartered accountants. Friends, those who have joined this webinar today, I will urge all of them to keep your phone on silent mode. Don't do any office work though the tax audit date is approaching. But today webinar will be going to change your perspective about this MSME practice. Because you people have joined today to understand the professional opportunities available to we practicing chartered accountant in non-traditional area of practice. The topic which our own colleague C.A. Rajkumarji Adukia was supposed to take. I am taking the same topic but in a different way about the MSME practice available to we practicing chartered accountant in this known as a non-traditional area of practice. So just I am sharing with you my PPT. I think my PPT must be visible to all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I am visible. So this is Chandigarh branch of NIRC of ICI who has given me this opportunity, and today I am going to discuss with you the MSME ecosystem in the country and opportunities for chartered accountants. Particularly, my thrust will be making you people aware about the professional opportunities available to we chartered accountant in this untapped area, non-traditional area, or say a sunrise area of practice, which most of us have ignored or most of us have not given importance to. So that you will come to know that we always say that our professional opportunities are are day by day diminishing. But in my opinion, if you people come to this MSME area of practice, you will come to know the opportunities, the professional opportunities available to we practicing chartered accountant in the country. We are now celebrating आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव. सुवर्ण काल से हम लोग अब गुजर रहे हैं, and our प्रधान सेवक of भारत is saying that सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास और सबका प्रयास. So we want to develop this MSME system in the country with the help of सबका साथ, with the help of all the practicing chartered accountants, सबका विकास, with the confidence of all the practicing chartered accountant and with the help of all the chartered accountant. So we are going to fulfill our dream of new opportunities in professional practice as well as this niche area of practice is concerned. Just listen to our honorable Pradhan.
लाल किले की प्राचीर से विश्व भर में लोगों से कहना चाहता हूं, तुम मेक इन इंडिया, आइए हिंदुस्तान में निर्माण कीजिए, दुनिया के किसी भी देश में जाकर के बेचिए, लेकिन निर्माण यहां कीजिए, मैन्युफैक्चर यहां कीजिए. हमारे पास स्किल है, टैलेंट है, डिसिप्लिन है, कुछ कर गुजरने का इरादा है. हम विश्व को एक सानुकूल अवसर देना चाहते हैं. चाहिए कम मेक इन इंडिया, और हम विश्व को कहें इलेक्ट्रिकल से लेकर के इलेक्ट्रॉनिक तक कम मेक इन इंडिया, केमिकल्स के लेकर के फार्मास्यूटिकल तक कम मेक इन इंडिया, ऑटोमोबाइल से लेकर के एग्रो वैल्यू एडिशन तक कम मेक इन इंडिया, पेपर हो या प्लास्टिक कम मेक इन इंडिया, सम सैटेलाइट हो या सबमरीन कम मेक इन इंडिया.
So friends, you all listen to our Pradhan Sevak of the country, Bharat, who is asking the globe over the entrepreneurs to come and establish their manufacturing units in India, in Bharat. So what it shows? It shows that the central government is giving red carpet treatment for the promoters of manufacturing enterprises world over to come and manufacture in India and to sell anywhere in the planet, any country in the world. There is no restriction, but he is giving the red carpet treatment to the entrepreneurs to come and establish their manufacturing units in country. What it means? It means that MSME, large, ultra large, mega, ultra mega projects will come in India. And when this project will come to India, what the role we practicing chartered accountant can play, how we can grab the opportunity created by central government from Red Fort from 15th August 2014 onward, when the central government itself is giving a proclamation to the world over entrepreneurs to come and establish their manufacturing enterprises in the country, that is Bharat. So in my opinion, the road for MSME practice, the opportunities for chartered accountants in MSME ecosystem has started with effect from 2014 onward. We has huge opportunity to take care of about the MSME units coming up in the country due to Make in India mission introduced by the central government. Similarly, the existing MSME units, the state government initiative taken for development of MSME sector in the country. So please concentrate whatever I am telling to you, because this is a very untapped area. So far, we practicing chartered accountant has ignored this area, that yes, there can be a good opportunity for we practicing chartered accountant to develop our professional practice. Just look after this slide which is in front of you. And I again urge to all the 76 participants who have joined today, please pay your full attention, concentration, whatever I am saying in front of you and whatever slides are coming in front of you. There are around 6 crore 33 lakh 88,000 MSME units registered in India as on 31st March 2016. The statistic available with the government department is as of 1/4/2016. Maybe today it is more than 10 crore MSME unit registered in the country. Out of that, rural area, 3 crore 24 lakh 80, 3 crore 25 lakh MSME units are registered in rural India, in official part of India. So those members who says that there is no professional opportunities available to practicing chartered accountants in official area, I don't agree. Because rural area means a area which is tier 3, 4, 5 cities or rural part of India, जिसे हम देहाती भाग कहते हैं. So 3 crore 51% of the MSME units are registered in rural part of India. Urban 3 crore 9 lakh. So out of 6 crore 34 lakhs MSME units, 3 crore 25 lakh units are registered in official part of India. And just compare with this with the number of chartered accountants available in the country. Just compare this. Just compare this. As on 1/4/2021, we practicing chartered accountant, those who have taken the membership of the ICAI, they are 3,27,081. We are 3,27,081, whereas the registered MSME unit as on 1/4/2016 is 6 crore 33 lakh. Just imagine who is taking care of these MSME units in the country, other than the traditional area of practice, that is GST return filing, income tax return filing, auditing. That attest function, again, other than this attest function, the MSME needs help from chartered accountant, which is a non-traditional area of practice, who is taking. So there is a huge gap. There is a knowledge, resources, people required by MSME sector in the country to help them. And in my opinion, there are more than 2 lakh MSME unit registered exclusively in Punjab. And just think about the number of chartered accountant practicing in Punjab. So there is 6 crore 34 lakh MSME unit as on 1/4/2016, and we are only 3,27,081. And if you want to have a further statistics, full-time practice, only 44% of 3,27,000, 1,44,000 members are in full-time practice. Not in practice, 1,75,000, around 54% of the practicing chartered accountants are either in job or either in business, but they have not chosen their area of career as a practice. So only 45%, 1,44,000 members are in full-time practice. Part-time practice, 7,003. And if you take the associate members, young members particularly, and I will, out of these 78 members who have joined today, I will urge the young members, particularly the young members who have recently qualified, say having an ACA with their qualification or associate member of ICAI, they are 2,23,344 as on 1/4/2021. And out of that, only 57,000 members are in full-time practice. Why these 2/3 means 1,61,000 members have chosen not practice as not an area of professional opportunity? Because they may find that there is no professional opportunities available in traditional area of practice. That's why these people have chosen the path of either going to job or either doing any other say career or profession other than the. So out of 2,23,000, only 57, 1/4 member, 25 to 26% members are in practice as a full-time practicing chartered accountant. And out of 1,03,000, 87,000 are in full-time. They are senior members, and 14,000 are not in practice. So this statistic itself shows that there is demand from 6 crore 35 lakh MSME units in the country, which may be as on today around more than 11 crore in the country, which needs the support, which needs the help, which needs the hand-holding support from practicing chartered accountant in non-traditional area of practice, which is known as MSME practice. So this statistic itself is very important for us. And in my opinion, those members who are choosing job as their career and not profession as their area of career, they will find opportunities in this non-traditional area of practice. Friends, you know that nowadays MSME, every MSME unit in the country is supposed to take Udyam registration. That is one-time registration which is given by the Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of India. But are you aware that we practicing chartered accountants are also eligible to register our own chartered accountancy firm as under Udyam registration? Because service sector is now also included in MSME definition. So we practicing chartered accountants are providing services. My own firm, Modi and Agrawal Chartered Accountant, has got registered under Udyam registration as a micro scale under service category. And these are my offices in Maharashtra, Dhule, Aurangabad, Mumbai and Jalgaon. I have 4 offices, and whatever professional services we are providing, that is accounting, bookkeeping, auditing activities, tax consultancy, is registerable services under Udyam registration of micro MSME ministry. Accounting, bookkeeping, auditing activities, tax consultancy. So all the young chartered accountants, all the chartered accountants, there are 3,004 members in Chandigarh branch. If all the members get themselves registered under Udyam registration, see the benefit we are going to get once our firm is registered. You will come to know what is the benefit of getting Udyam registration. Once our unit, our firm is registered under Udyam registration, we will be eligible to get our professional fee within 45 days from the date the bill is raised by us. Second, suppose there are Ishu Agrawal, one of the participants today, and Mr. Priti Agrawal is there. And Ishu Agrawal is having Udyam registration with her, and Priti Agrawal do not have Udyam registration with her. And they have applied for one tender with the Punjab government for auditing the Punjab Electronic Development Corporation. So what will happen? Issue has quoted a price of say 1,10,000 rupees because he is having Udyam registration. And Preeti has quoted a price of say 1 lakh rupees for doing the internal audit of Punjab Electronic Corporation. But Preeti do not have the Udyam registration. Then what will happen? The tender, though Preeti's quote is less by 10,000 rupees, but since she does not have Udyam registration, the quote given by Issue Agrawal having a quote of 1,10,000 will be accepted because 15% variations is permitted if the applicant, if the tenderer is having Udyam registration with him. So that is the benefit if our firm is registered under Udyam registration. Second benefit, a person who is having Udyam registration, say Issue Agrawal, do not have to pay the tender process fee, the tender security deposit, whereas Preeti Garg will have to pay the tender process fee as well as the security deposit while bidding the tender of Punjab government for internal audit. So these are the advantages associated with tendering process, that even though my quote is at higher side, I will be eligible to get the bid, provided my competitor or my opponent do not have the Udyam registration. Second, my young members, those who are qualifying recently being a chartered accountant, and particularly women entrepreneurs, women chartered accountant, if they want to open their own office in Chandigarh or in the state of Punjab, and if they get themselves registered under Udyam registration, what will be the benefit? Once they get the Udyam registration, they are eligible to get collateral free loan under MSME category, or particularly for a lady chartered accountant under Stand Up India scheme of the Government of India. They will be given priority treatment for allotment of term loan for purchase of office equipment as well as purchase of office premises. So this is the advantage of Udyam registration for practicing chartered accountant. Mr. Upkar Singh has also uttered about me certificate course in public finance and government accounting. In my opinion, we all practicing chartered accountant are concentrating private businessmen, individuals as our clients. We have never thought that government of India, Punjab government, state government, central government department, Punjab government departments will become our clients. I think the biggest expenditure maker in the country is the government itself. And nowadays, the present central government is very transparent, very accountable. And this Public Finance and Government Accounting Committee has come out with a certificate course on public finance and government accounting. And nowadays, the audit of public enterprises, public sector enterprises, central government department, state government departments are given to practicing chartered accountant under tender process. So friends, if you concentrate on these central government departments, there are certain chartered accountants in the country who are exclusively doing the work of auditing the state central government ministries, departments and their undertakings. So use opportunities. Now, traders are also eligible to get themselves registered Udyam registration. So friends, you can take this opportunity like we do the GST registration, like we do the PAN number, like we do any other registration. You can have you existing clients, for your all the existing clients, you can take Udyam registration for your own clients, which is very easily available on the this udyamregistration.gov.in is the official website. It is free of cost. No cost is required to be paid. A unit which is upcoming, a unit which has already started commercial production, a MSME units, large scale unit is getting IEM from Udyam, IEM from the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. But MSME, micro, small and medium enterprises units are eligible to get the Udyam register. So that's why I have taken 5 minutes on this particular site, that first of all the chartered accountant who are listening to me, or I think the Chandigarh branch should take an initiative that a camp should be organized in the branch itself to get the Udyam registration for all the practicing unit within the branch premise.
की वॉइस चली गई है बीच में, है ना? गोवर्धन जी, नहीं मैं किसी को
Hello, am I audible,
हेलो,
sir?
हाँ जी सर, बीच में मैसेज कनेक्शन डिस्टर्ब हो गया था.
Okay, so the committee, I think I am audible.
Yes sir,
Yeah.
yes sir.
So the institute has come out with a new committee on MSME and startup. As the central government, as the Pradhan Sevak of our country is giving importance and thrust to the MSME growth in the country, because the overall GDP growth of our country, the employment creation in the country will take place when the MSME will grow in the country. So at appropriate time, the president of our ICI has taken a very apt decisions for formation of a new committee, that is Committee on MSME and Startup. And a person of deliverance, Mr. Dhiraj Kumar Khandelwal, has been given the responsibility to chair this committee. And within a period of 1 year, the committee has come out with a certificate course on MSME, and 6 batches has already been completed. And the committee has taken an initiative, expression of interest as resource persons with respect to startup. So they have given a call to all the practicing chartered accountants in the country to become resource person for startup who are expert in startup ecosystem. Similarly, the committee is also asking the practicing chartered accountant who have knowledge about MSME sector in the country to become a resource persons with respect to MSME. Those who are aware about the MSME ecosystem of, say, Punjab, say, Haryana, say, Uttaranchal, say, Jammu and Kashmir, they can become a faculty with the institute. So this committee has taken very appropriate decision by formation of the committee at national level. Now, friends, as I told you, this is MSME, professional opportunities for practicing chartered accountant in non-traditional area of practice. So what we are doing at present, our total practice comes either from Ministry of Corporate Affairs or Ministry of Finance. Our bread and butter is the Ministry of Finance. Only 10 days or say 8 days before, we have listened to the Honorable Finance Minister delivering her budget, because the future of our profession depends upon whatever policy decisions has been taken by the Ministry of Finance. As far as income tax law is concerned, as far as corporate law is concerned. But nowadays, the industry in the country, the world over in the country, in the world, they listening to the finance minister about the proclamation made in the budget about infrastructure creation. What type of facilities will be given to the entrepreneurs in the country? What type of projects the central government is going to take so that a particular type of industry will go. Recently, in this present budget, 7,50,000 crore rupees is earmarked for infrastructure development. And you have seen in the stock exchange, the prices of steel and cement shares are appreciated, because it is going to affect this type of industry which is going to flourish with the decision taken by the central government. So MSME sector is taking budget in different way, since we chartered accountant takes budget in a different way. So our bread and butter comes from Ministry of Finance. So today I am going to make a differentiation, or in addition to our traditional area of practice versus non-traditional area of practice, traditional area of practice plus industrial practice or consultancy or a subsidy practice or industrial practice or MSME practice, which I am going to discuss with you. We have seen Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Corporate Affairs is the bread and butter of our practice. But there are other ministries in the central government through which we can get the practice. That is Ministry of Micro Small, for which we have assembled today. Ministry of Textile, Roti Kapda or Makan, for which the East India Company has come to India. So Ministry of Textile, production linked incentive scheme for textile sector. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, which is the backbone, our own colleague, Piyush Ji Goyal, who is a chartered accountant, is heading this ministry. Ministry Food for All, National Food Mission. Ministry of Food Processing Industry is another ministry which is having number of schemes as far as MSME sector in the country is concerned. Solar power, wind power, hydropower, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy. Now government has come out with 8,500 crore rupees PLI scheme for solar power generation or solar PVC known as panel manufacturing units. So production linked incentive. Ministry of Electronics Information, Digital India Movement, Digital Bharat. So number of schemes are developed by Ministry of Heavy Industry, Mega Ultra Mega Project, and ultimately the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. I have taken only 8 ministry for your reference, but there are 52 ministries in the central government through which we can develop our non-traditional area of practice rather than our traditional area of practice. All these ministries, various departments of Ministry of Textile, Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of Food Processing Industries are having multiple schemes. Ministry of Agriculture, Har Ghar Jal Yojana, then MG Narega schemes, Ministry of Electronics, PLI scheme for electronic manufacturing, PLI scheme for known as windmill, solar mill, Ministry of Heavy Industries. So friends, what we are doing in traditional practice, we are saying to our clients, sir, you have to pay advance tax, sir, you have to pay GST, sir, you have to pay TDS, sir, you have to pay TCS, sir, you have violated this and this provision, that's why you have been penalized. You have to pay the penalty, sir, you have to pay advance tax, self-assessment tax, and then we are asking for our professional fee. Sir, फिर अभी हमारा fee भी paid कर दो. So here we give to the clients, you pay and also pay for our professional fee. We make qualificatory repaid if there is a violation. Whereas what happens in case of subsidy practice, if I am in a subsidy practice, what is happening? Subsidy practice, I am helping the entrepreneurs within Chandigarh or within the state of Punjab to get the benefit transferred from state government of Punjab or central government, Ministry of Power, Ministry of Textile, Ministry of Mighty, Ministry of Electronic Information Technology, a subsidy in the, so it's a win-win situation. Here the clients get direct benefit because it's an MSME unit. Whereas in traditional practice, we tell the clients to pay the taxes and then we ask and then we expect that the client should pay our fee. So what is happening? You are completing audit of 2021 and I am sure 90% of your fees will be recovered when you will complete the audit of 2022. Year 2021-22. But what happens in subsidy or MSME practice, whenever you are guiding to your clients, he will be happy to pay you your professional fee in advance. So this is the benefit. It's a win-win situation. Just think about the non-traditional or traditional practice, non-traditional practice, which is, I told you, MSME practice. Suppose Ishu Agrawal, who is a participant today, has decided, no, Mr. Modi, you have told me that there are so many schemes and the central government, state government is coming out with a number of schemes. So she has decided, Ishu has decided, Agrawal ji, that she has decided, no, I will start my own manufacturing unit in Punjab in garment manufacturing at Ludhiana. And Preeti Garg, who was very expert in MSME practice. So what happened? Ishu has approached to Preeti Garg, who is an expert in MSME consultancy, that I have a business idea of 5 crore rupees. Can you look after my industrial consultancy and provide me right from concept to commissioning of my unit? And Preeti has accepted that, and Issue has handed over the consultancy. And with the help of Preeti, Issue has started her industry, and ultimately Issue has got a subsidy of say 50 lakh or say 5 crore rupees from the Punjab government for establishing a textile manufacturing unit in the state of Punjab. So what has happened is, Preeti has helped Issue to convert her business idea into commencement of project, and also even got the subsidy approved from the Department of Industries, Government of Punjab, in the hands of Issue Agrawal, with the help of Preeti Garg, who is an expert in industrial consultancy services. But Preeti was very smart. While Issue has approached to her, Preeti has told, "Arey Baba, you have existing chartered accountant." Yes, I have my existing chartered accountant, Issue told, and she told that I will prepare my private limited company from my own chartered accountant. What Preeti has suggested, see, in my industrial consultancy services, in your unit consultancy services, your private limited consultancy formation expenses fee is inclusive. You don't have to pay me additional fee. Even I can get you the private limited company.
ये देखो, ये मैं आपको दे देती हूँ, प्रेस रिलीज है, ये चाहे आप उसमें दे देना कि the annual rate of inflation is 13.56 जो हमारी निकली है, provisional for the month of December 2021 over December 2020 as compared to 1.95 in December 2020.
Madam, unmute yours. So what is happening? The idea of Issue has come into a reality with the help of Preeti Garg, and she got the subsidy. But Preeti was very smart. She has told and started under his consultancy to give free services to Issue about getting the private limited registered, getting the GST registration, getting the PAN. Preeti told Issue that my consultancy is inclusive of preparing your books of accounts till your first books audit is completed. So what has happened is, Issue told, when you have prepared my books of account, you do my tax audit, you also do my company audit, and you also handle my GST audit. So what happens, if you are in non-traditional area of practice, your traditional practice will automatically develop. And why I am telling this, last 31 years, I am in non-traditional area of practice. I am doing exclusive MSME consultancy in my city, in my office. We have 8 chartered accountants practicing in my office. I am giving birth to industries. I am doing MSME consultancy. Rest traditional practice, that is tax audit, company law, GST return, income tax return, is automatically coming to my office without any efforts. So friends, who has benefited? Who will lose? I think Issue Agrawal would have lost the subsidy if she would have not approached to a practicing chartered accountant who is expert in industry. So industry or CA, here Issue has got the subsidy sanction because she has also got the benefit, and CA, Preeti Garg, has helped her, she has got, so it's a win-win situation. So it is opportunities for CA and benefit to industry. So role of MSME committee, the committee has come out with a certificate course. Role of ICI, ICI has formed the committee, and the traditional versus non-traditional area of practice. So friends, just write down this golden line in front of your table. Industrial practice support traditional practice. As I told you, because since Preeti Garg was in non-traditional area of practice, she has helped Issue Agrawal to complete her dream come true of establishing the project. She has benefited a large. So Preeti has got an opportunity to do the traditional practice also. Now, how we practicing chartered accountant will get the professional opportunities by the initiative taken by the central government. India's aim of being 5 trillion economy. The central government has came a dream to bring the Indian economy to 5 trillion economy by 24-25. Every one of you must have listened, understood about the government of India's aim, our Pradhan Sevak aim to take the economy to 5 trillion economy by 24-25. How this dream of the central government will be realized? By establishing manufacturing units, by giving preference to the infrastructure project, by giving opportunity to the traders, by export increase in the export opportunities. And when all these activities will be taken by the entrepreneurs in the country, in my opinion, the chartered accountants who are in MSME practice, those chartered accountants or a chartered accountant firm in the office of whom the MSME vertical is established will get the opportunity to get the benefit of this 5 trillion economy of the central government. Because whatever I get number of calls from all over India. Sir, we want to establish a unit having 10 crore rupees or 15 crore or 100 crore rupees capex, where we should establish a unit so that we will get the maximum benefit under the Make in India mission of the central government, Startup India, or the respective state government. So in my opinion, this 5 trillion economy, which the central government has kept a vision in front of it, will definitely help to grow our practice. So friends, I will urge all of you 87 members who are listening to me today, please try to enter into this area of practice, that is MSME practice. Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, the slogan given by the central government, the Pradhan Sevak of our country. And he has also told, vocal for local and local for global. Become purchase maximum which is locally produced in the country. And whatever locally produced in the country, sell globally in the world. So what will happen under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan? More and more manufacturing units will come in the country. And you must be witnessing from your existing clients that they are making expansion in their existing manufacturing capacities. They are expanding their trading activities. They are ascertaining, or they are in search of new opportunities which are coming or which are created by the central government under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So more and more units are coming. More and more initiatives are taken by the central government. We practicing chartered account opportunities. We have to grab the opportunities. We have to concentrate whatever proclamation, whatever units, whatever decisions are taken by the Niti Aayog, whatever decisions are taken by the Finance Ministry, whatever initiatives are taken by the Industry and Commerce Ministry, we have to grab the opportunities from. And under this Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan and under this 5 trillion economy, more and more opportunities are waiting for us, we practicing chartered accountant. If we ignore this area of practice, then we can blame to the ICAI क्या हमारी प्रोफेशनल अपॉर्चुनिटी दिन बाय दिन कम होते जा रही है, जीएसटी ऑडिट निकाल दिया, टैक्स ऑडिट की लिमिट्स बढ़ा दी, इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न आसान करते जा रहे हैं. भाई सी, over the period of time, things are going to change. Government is becoming more digital. All infrastructure facilities are created. New technologies are utilized, that is artificial intelligence, blockchain technology. Now digital currency is coming in the country. And if we remain concentrated on our traditional area of practice, then we are at the peril of our own destiny. We should keep our eyes and open what is happening in the country and change accordingly to grab the opportunities created under MSME ecosystem. Ease of doing business. I think this is the very apt and appropriate decision taken by central government. As we are doing our day-to-day traditional practice sitting in our own office, Nowadays, we don't have to go to our client's premises. In 1989, I have passed my CA. At that time, books of accounts are written in manual format. We used to do the bank audit on physical format. Nowadays, everything is digital. Everything is of doing business. So all MSME consultancy, the opportunities, even getting Udyam registration, getting bank loan, applying for a full license, everything is on nowadays available online. So at a comfort of your office, you can do this MSME practice because of the ease of doing business concept of the central government. Friends, with the enlargement and change in definition, revised definition and classification of MSME, I think the opportunities for we practicing chartered accountant has developed manifold. You name any district in Punjab, any tehsil in Punjab, any village in Punjab, where the manufacturing units are coming. See the land cost in Chandigarh, the land cost in Ludhiana, the land cost in Amritsar is very high. So what is happening? The small scale manufacturing enterprises having investment up to 1 crore is coming up in the remote part of Chandigarh, in a remote part of Ludhiana, in a remote part of Amritsar. So small units are coming. Who is taking care of this? हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? We practicing, we are auditors. We do income tax consultancy. We don't prepare project report. We don't help the MSME units to get Udyam registration. We don't get MSME units to get their plan approved from Pollution Control Board, Punjab Pollution Control Board. So right from constitution clearance, purchase of land, to commencement of project, getting last term loan installment disbursed from financial institution, the opportunities for chartered accountant are increasing. So micro enterprises up to 1 crore, I think most of the micro enterprises, the small units which are coming in the state of Punjab may fall under micro scale. Small scale investment in plant and machinery or service classification up to 50 or up to turnover of 50 crore, small scale enterprises. 95% of the manufacturing enterprises which are established in Punjab state will either form in micro or small enterprises. 3 to 4% will fall under medium scale enterprises because investment up to 50 crore and turnover up to 250 crore will be classified as a medium scale enterprises. So 4 to 3% of the manufacturing units which are established in the state of Punjab will now classified as a medium scale, and only 1 to 2% large, ultra large and mega projects. 99% to 98% of the manufacturing enterprises, traders community, service providers within the state of Punjab are either in micro or small scale, and I think we have big opportunity to serve these micro, small and medium enterprises who are in existence within the state of Punjab, who are planning to do expansion, diversification, or new manufacturing enterprises within the state of Punjab. So in my opinion, with the change of that, and now even SME Exchange of India Limited, NSE, small and medium enterprises can get their shares listed on this SME Exchange of India. And I think 2-3 companies from Punjab has already got listed. So here investment up to, say spinning mill, because Punjab is having textile policy. Punjab is known for textile industry. Punjab is known for food processing industry. So you can have any project, solvent extraction unit for soya, flour mill units, dal mill units, textile garment manufacturing units, spinning mill on raw cotton, this Sirsa belt, Sirsa and Punjab belt or Madhya Pradesh adjoining belt, or say this Ludhiana, all this part, they can establish textile manufacturing with an investment up to 50 crore and they can get themselves registered on the SME Exchange of India. So with the enlargement of definition, the opportunities for practicing chartered accountant in this MSME area has multifold changed. We have got huge opportunities to do professional consultancy to either micro, small and medium enterprises which are in existence in the state of Punjab. So friends, those chartered accountants who are in official part of Punjab, don't say that we don't have professional opportunities available in villages or in tier 4 cities, like taluka places, tahsil places, or small district places, because maximum micro small enterprises are coming in tehsil places. चलो गांव की ओर, चलो हम शहर की ओर दौड़ रहे थे, पर as far as MSME practice is concerned, if you concentrate on the small talukas, small tehsil, small village of Punjab, the micro, small, medium enterprises situated in those parts of Punjab, they need your expert knowledge. They need your export support. They need your hand-holding support to make their dream come true as far as the MSME ecosystem is concerned. Friends, what is created by the central government at national level? As I told you, the government, central government initiative, we have listened the budget presentation of 2020, India's infrastructure push. The government has announced a national monetization pipeline to monetize brownfield assets and push infra spending without straining its finance. So government has kept a dream, monetization of government assets to be given on leased basis. And which are the sector in which the government is going to do the this monetization work? Roads, 1,60,200 crores of rupees roads will be constructed. When government is having 4-year monetization pipeline, having a dream to earn 6 lakh crore rupees in the form of lease rental by monetizing the assets of the central government, and when roads, the government is expecting to incur 1,60,000 crore, how much MSME unit will get the benefit under this national monetization pipeline? So you can concentrate on road contractors, you can concentrate on ready mix manufacturers, you can concentrate on gitti manufacturer, metal stone manufacturing, stone crusher manufacturers, railways, 1,52,496, power generation, 45,200, solar power, wind power, hydropower. So number of units will come. Telecom, 35,100, shipping assets, Sagarmala project, 12,828. So all these capital expenditure which the central government is planning under this monetization pipeline will develop the MSME ecosystem in the country. And if we are in this area of practice, what will happen, since you will be known as a person who is helping the MSME in Punjab state, in Chandigarh, that Mr. say Upkar Singh is an expert in MSME, he is known about the MSME policy of the state of Punjab. He is also aware about the central government various subsidies policies, and he is helping the entrepreneurs right from concept to commissioning of the unit. What will happen? Any person who has got an idea to establish a manufacturing unit in the state of Punjab will approach first to Mr. Upkar Singh, who is a practicing chartered accountant, is having a practice in MSME. Then what will happen? He will guide the entrepreneurs right from constitution creation, GST registration, PAN number registration, and whatever licensing like Udyam registration and everything. He will help him to get the TDS deducted. He will help him to get the books of accounts written. And what will happen? A day will come that Mr. Upkar Singh may be having 200 clients within the state of, within the district of Chandigarh, or maybe within the state of Punjab, because digitally you can help any entrepreneurs within the state of Punjab to fulfill the requirement of MSME ecosystem. And a day will come that Mr. Upkar Singh will tell, oh sir, I am very burdened and I am not able to do my traditional practice. Then automatically he will start calling his members, his chartered accountant as a partner. And same thing has happened in my office. I need 200 chartered accountant in my office to take care of my traditional area of practice. We have more than 600 GST number. We have more than 1,000 MSME units to whom I have given consultancy to get their subsidy, but I don't have a practicing chartered accountant in my office to take care about the traditional practice. What happens? I give the birth to industry, so the remaining practice remains with me. So friends, that's why the importance of MSME practice. So friends, just look after this India's monetization pipeline. We have heard this, but we are not thought about that we will get the professional opportunities. See, sector-wise monetization pipeline over 24 to 25 crores of rupees. Total asset monetization pipeline 6 lakh crore. Government is expecting that they will get 6 lakh crore rupees over the period of 5 years by way of asset monetizations of the government asset which are unused, not in utilizations. So government will give this land on lease basis to the private players in the country so that they can establish their manufacturing units on those assets, and government is going to earn 6 lakh crore rupees from that. I think huge opportunities are available to WIPCA with this national monetization pipeline, because government is expecting that port-led industries, 12,828 crore rupees will come from ports monetization. Aviation, airports, 20,782 crores. Warehousing, 28,900 crore. I think Punjab can take the benefits of creating warehousing infrastructure, multi-model warehousing or logistic park within the state of Punjab. You can guide your existing clients to take the advantage of agriculture infra fund scheme of the central government by establishing warehousing, because government is going to monetize these assets. So warehousing government is telecom 35,100, urban real estate, Har Ghar Jal, Prime Minister Awas Yojana, 2 crore house for to the poor people in the country, urban real estates, product pipeline others 22,000, natural gas pipeline 24,000, power generation 39,000, power transmission 45,000, railways 1,52,000, roads 1,60,200, mining stadiums 11,000. So this way the government is planning to have the benefit through the national monetization pipeline. And with this initiative, number of MSME is going to come in the country. And when this MSME is going to come in the country, the first person they will be looking for a knowledgeable person who can help him to start from their idea to commissioning of their unit, having complete knowledge of MSME ecosystem. So asset monetization, railways 90,000 crore, telecom 40,000, road transport. So these are the various sectors on which the government is planning to. Infra push, the government has in this 2021-22 budget, 7,50,000 crore rupees is earmarked, is expected by the central government to be incurred for creation of infrastructure in the country, for which a special purpose vehicle, National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development. We normally go to the nationalized bank, we normally go to the cooperative banks, but big infrastructure project having investment more than 1,000 crore, 2,000 crore, they can approach to this bank. And I think the government has transferred 20,000 crore rupees as initial capital to this National Bank for financing infrastructure. So new area of opportunities for a chartered accountant to get finance for infra project from this National Bank for financing infrastructure development. The central government, you know that India is not self-sufficient as far as edible oil is concerned. We can produce only 35 to 40% of the domestic edible oil which we are consuming. 60% maybe. 40% we are dependent on import. So the government has come out with a national mission on edible oil, that is oil palm, which is of 11,040 crore rupees. And this is specifically assistance to seed gardens, especially for Northeast and Andaman regions. So those chartered accountants who are practicing in Northeast region and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, or any chartered accountant who is having clients who is in edible oil manufacturing industry, they can take the benefits about this national mission on edible oil. The proclamation was made in 2020 budget by the Honorable Finance Minister. So whenever a budget presentation is given, I never look after the tax provision. I look after, or I minutely listen to the speech given by the FM, Madam, particularly related to the infrastructure sector. On this 15th August 2021, the Honorable Pradhan Sevak of our country has given a proclamation that government to launch 100 lakh crore Gati Shakti project for holistic infrastructure growth. With the mission of 100 lakh crore Gati Shakti, I think the opportunities in MSME sector is going to grow. And now we have to look after the opportunities available under this Gati Se Shakti scheme of the central government. Which type of projects are going to take place under these Gati Shakti projects? Gati Shakti, a giant stride in India's 5 trillion economic goal. Ultimately, by 24-25, the government of India wants to have the 5 trillion economy vision to be completed. So target up to 24, Ministry of Road and Transport Highways, 2 lakh kilometer of national highway, 2 lakh kilometer national highway ka nirman karna. Completion of 5,590 kilometer 4 to 6 laning. All state capital of North is to be read. Multi-modal connectivity, National Gati Shakti Master Plan. Cargo capacity, particularly port-based industries. Cargo movement in national waterways will be 95 million. Cargo movement in Ganga to be increased from 9 to 29 million. So the mission, when the Gati Shakti scheme is introduced with 1 lakh crore rupees, the sector specific plans are also prepared. And see, wherever we are situated, wherever we are doing our consultancy services, we have to find out the opportunity, how we can help the MSME coming in our own district, in our own state, to take the advantage of the proclamation given by the central government. Transmission, as I told you, power line, giant strides, Gati Shakti National Master Plan, multimodal connectivity infrastructure, target up to Ministry of Power. What is the target? Transmission network from 4,25,000 circuit kilometer to 4,54,000 circuit kilometer. Transformation capacity 12,03,000 megawatt. Huge investment is expected to come in this power sector. So MSME units will get the advantage who will come in power sector, whether it is a solar power, whether it is a cable manufacturing, armored cable manufacturing, transformer manufacturing. They will get the benefit under National Gati Shakti scheme. Gati Shakti scheme for fishing cluster, 202 new fishing cluster, harbors, landing center, doubling of fisheries export is the mission under PM Gati Shakti scheme. I think Punjab is having medical, known as medical clusters also in Punjab. So pharma, 109 pharma and medical devices cluster will be established in the country under a Gati Shakti scheme. So which type of pharma or medical units are coming in the state of Punjab? A member who is practicing under MSME can take the advantage, or he can forecast that out of 109, 9 units are coming in the state of Punjab. 19 textile clusters and mega textile parks will be established under Gati Shakti scheme. So Ludhiana, Mohali are the textile hub of the Punjab state. So textile cluster will come, grab the opportunity, help the existing clients to take the advantage of these clusters. Multi-model food processing industry, target up to economic zones, Ministry of Food Processing Industry, 197 mega food park and agro processing centers. Not only in the state of Punjab, you can do consultancy all over India. If you are expert in the particular scheme of establishing food park, the Kisan Sampada Yojana was declared by central government in 2017 for establishing mega food park and agro processing clusters in the country, who have helped all these entrepreneurs in the country. And now under this Gati Shakti scheme of the central government, the government is planning to establish 197 mega food parks. And Punjab, being the biggest food processing area of the country, will definitely get the advantage of establishing food park within the state of Punjab. So members, if you are in this field, if you want to enter into this field, you just follow the line of the central government under PM Gati Shakti scheme. Food processing and preservation capacity to be increased from 222 lakh metric ton to 847 lakh metric ton. How much cold storages, how much ripening chambers will be established, how much processing units will be established in the country under this Gati Shakti scheme, because the mission is to preserve the food processing units from 222 lakhs metric ton to 847, 3 times, more than 3 times of the existing capacity. Value chain development for agro processing cluster basis. Cargo, railway cargo, 1,600 million tons. This again prioritizations of economic zones and all these things. Why I am putting in front of you all this? Because the opportunities, the provisions, the red carpet treatment given by central government to MSME sectors, to the promoters under Make in India mission. The first slide, the Honorable Prime Minister giving proclamation from Red Fort, आइए भारत में निर्माण कीजिए, वर्ल्ड के किसी भी कोने में जाकर बेचिए, पर उत्पादन भारत में कीजिए. When the manufacturers will come in the country, what role we can play, what opportunity we practicing chartered accountant can grab from this initiative of the central government, that is very important. And in my opinion, huge opportunities is available to we practicing chartered accountant under Gati Shakti scheme. So around 197 food park and agro cluster is expected, around 202 fishing cluster is expected, around 2 defense corridor will come under defense, pharma and medical devices cluster 109 will come, textile cluster and park 90 park is expected under this 1 lakh crore Gati Shakti scheme of the central government. Sir, just have a concentration on this slide. I think every one of you, 90 participants who are listening to me today from Chandigarh, just concentrate on this slide. National Vehicle Scrappage Policy 2021, launched by Pradhan Sevak Narendra Ji Modi. National Vehicle Scrappage Policy. I think you may have heard this word. In the budget presentation of 2021, the Honorable PM Sir, Madam has told that the government is going to come out with a national vehicle scrappage policy. And I think by December or by August 2021, the policy has been declared by the central government. A vehicle which is unfit, which has completed 15 years of its life, which is unfit to be run on the road, will now be compulsorily scrapped. Compulsorily have to be scrapped under National Vehicle Scrappage Policy 2021 launched by, and the policy is going to be implemented with effect from 1st April 2023. So those vehicles which are unfit to be continued to have registration and to be plied on the road will be compulsorily scrapped by the central government under National Vehicle Scrappage Policy. And I think Punjab, particularly Punjab, which is very near to Delhi, Ludhiana, Amritsar, you can have a authorized vehicle scrapping center established within the state of Punjab. And it is expected that more than 2 crore vehicle will be scrapped under this National Vehicle Scrappage Policy by 2030. Huge MSME opportunities is coming in the country in the form of establishing authorized vehicle scrappage center of the central government. No one can, each one will not be authorized to do this work, because ultimately giving license, a person who is having authorized license will only be permitted to give end of vehicle life certificate, end of vehicle life, because you are deregistering the registration number of the vehicle. So the Ministry of Road Transport and National Highway is going to give the license for authorized vehicle scrappage centers in the country. And in each 300 square kilometer, one authorized national vehicle scrappage or authorized vehicle scrappage center will be established. Huge opportunities is coming. And if you have any clients, it requires 5 crore rupees investment in machinery and approximately 3 to 5 acre of land to establish the authorized vehicle scrappage center. And you must be aware about 3 days before, the Delhi government has opened a portal that exchanges the electric vehicle with your diesel or petrol operated vehicle. Registration is going on. So what will happen? There people will switch to the electric vehicles. Then what will happen to the petrol or diesel vehicle? The authorized scrappers will get this vehicle for scrappage purposes. And there is 3 or 4 process: shredding process, depolluting process, and known as baling process under vehicle scrappage policy. So each part of the vehicle has a resale value, and end of vehicle life certificate will be a negotiable instrument. If Mr. Upkar Singh has sold his scrapped vehicle, he will get an appropriate certificate from the authorized vehicle scrappers that he has scrapped his 4-wheeler. And if that certificate is with him, he will get 1 lakh rupees to 1,50,000 rupees concession in purchasing a new vehicle. So that is the importance of this policy of the central government, that is National Vehicle Scrappage Policy. So friends, if you are any clients in your city, in your town, in your state, in your district, who is interested to establish or who wants to establish a vehicle scrappage center, you can become a facilitator, a hand-holding support, or a guiding person to help your clients to establish. See, there are numerous opportunities for we practicing chartered. So what I told you, whenever the budget presentation is given by the central government, rather than concentrating on income tax rates, I concentrate on the policy framework given by the central government as far as the industrial development infrastructure creation in the country is concerned. Electric vehicle, FAME policy, electric car for FAME India scheme 2, faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles in India. You have listened to number of times to Mr. Nitinji Gadkari. He says he is against the petrol pump. He says that I am against the petrol pump. I do not want that petrol pump should be established in the country. He is 100% in favor of electric vehicles. And he dreamed that by 2030, more than 60% vehicle will be on EV model, electric vehicles. So big opportunity. I think Ludhiana or Amritsar or Punjab is known for automobile industry. Haryana is also known for automobile industry. So this FAME India scheme is for those type of this FAME India scheme, which is giving subsidy for establishing or manufacturing electric vehicles. 10 lakh two-wheelers, 5 lakhs three-wheelers, 55,000 four-wheelers and 7,000 buses will be funded under this policy of the central government under FAME India scheme. About 2,700 charging stations will be established in the grid of 3 km by 3 km. Outlay of 10,000 crore over the period of 3 years is earmarked under, and this scheme is extended up to 31st March 2024. So FAME India scheme, we have never seen, we have never tried that this can be a professional area of practice for us, because when the central government is giving thrust for EV vehicles in the country, so each and every state of the country, you name any state in the country, each state is having state-specific electric vehicle and electric vehicle component manufacturing policy. Because this is the thrust area under which the government of India is giving maximum benefit for establishing EV ecosystem in the country. Now it is our role, we have to keep our eye and mind open what is happening in the country, and more units are coming. So if we are aware about these schemes, if we are aware about the guidelines prescribed by central government for giving subsidies or for giving benefits or offering benefits under various schemes of the central government, whether it is National Monetization Pipeline, whether it is under National Vehicle Scrappage Policy or FAME 2 policy. Now, you know, by 2030, government is expecting that green hydrogen will be the future fuel in the country to run the vehicles. Future fuel of country. So green hydrogen, Adani, Reliance has already earmarked their fund. Reliance has 70,000 crore rupees is expected to be capex by the Reliance group for manufacturing of green hydrogen. Adani has also come into electric vehicle manufacturing, electric buses manufacturing. So these type of units are coming in the country. And when these units are coming, they will be a new manufacturing enterprises, and they need the help of a person who is aware about getting the licenses, getting the land clearances, getting the pollution control clearances, getting the Udyam registration, getting the bank proposal sanction. Number of opportunities will come with the initiative taken by central government under green hydrogen mission of the central government. So hydrogen fuel cars in India will be the future cars of the government in India. Sagarmala project. Can you imagine how much states are covered under Sagarmala project? Right from Somnath to this West Bengal, Ganga Sagar, India has got 7,516 kilometer coastal area, biggest coastal area. So coast-based industries, Punjab may not get the benefit, but for your knowledge purpose, I am telling you, coast-based industries, fish, marine-based industries, export-oriented units, fish and meat, cold storages for blast technologies can be established on the coastal belt of India. right from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa to West Bengal. These are the states which are having an influential belt about this coast-based. There are 12 major ports, 185 minor ports, 4,000. So these are 7,000 coast-based industries under Sagarmala project. What are the industries? Port-led industrialization, industrial cluster, coastal employment zones, maritime cluster, smart industrial port cities, port-based SEZ, special economic zones can be created under post-based. In 2021, the Pradhan Sevak of our country has come out with a 6 lakh crore rupees, India's deep ocean mission. You may not have heard this word. India's deep ocean mission. Government wants to explore the minerals from the deep ocean. 6 lakh crore rupees is expected. Huge investment will come under MSME sector under the deep ocean mission of the central government. Production linked incentive schemes. Central government has come out with a production linked incentive scheme. And I think Punjab must be taking the benefit of these production linked incentive schemes. You name the sector in the country, there is a production linked incentive scheme established by the central government at central level. It is not a state government scheme. It is a central government scheme. What are those schemes? Automobile and auto components. Punjab, biggest beneficiary. Auto component is manufactured in Punjab. 57,042 crore rupees are earmarked under PLI scheme for automobiles and auto components manufacturing. See what benefits you can percolate to your clients. If you are aware about the scheme, you go in depth of the scheme, you understand more details of the scheme. You can become a hand-holding support to the MSME unit already registered within the state of Punjab. Under PLI scheme for automobile and auto components, pharmaceutical and drugs, Moholi, particularly in Punjab, Bhatinda in Punjab, 15,000 crore rupees is earmarked to be distributed in the form of subsidies for having production linked incentives for pharmaceutical and drug industries. Mobile manufacturing and specified electronic components Chandigarh. I have traveled from Delhi to Chandigarh in Kalka train, some Kalka Express, and all the commuters in that trains, they are electronic components manufacturer, either in Chandigarh or in Kalka in Haryana. So mobile manufacturing and specified electronic components manufacturer, 41,000 crore rupees is earmarked under. How much? See the opportunities available to we practicing chartered accountant. We can help the MSME sector because these entrepreneurs who are MSME, they may not be knowledgeable person. They may not understand the terms and conditions, the guidelines, or the procedure to make the applications with the respective departments. We can become the facilitator. We can give the hand-holding support to the MSME sector. That's why today's topic is opportunities for chartered accountants under MSME and the opportunities created by the central government. What the central government has done? Government has come out with a national monetization pipeline. Government has come out with a 1 lakh crore rupee Gati Shakti scheme. Government has come out with a national vehicle scrappage policy. Government has come out with a production linked incentive schemes for various sectors. According to our requirement, according to our strength, according to our knowledge, we can gain the knowledge and become an expert person in our own area of practice and help the MSME units which are coming in the country to take the advantage of these PLI schemes. Food products, biggest beneficiary is the Punjab, very small state, but 10,900 crore rupees ready to eat ready to cook food manufacturing unit, production linked incentive scheme for food products, 10,900 crore rupees. Textile products, Ludhiana, particularly Ludhiana, Amritsar, Moholi, these are the textile cluster of Punjab state. So textile products, man-made fiber segments and technical textile, upcoming field, particularly in textile sector, technical textile, the biggest beneficiary can be the Punjab state, 10,683 crore rupees. High efficiency solar PV modules manufacturing, 4,500 crore, which is now earmarked 10,000 crore rupees. White goods, electronic components, that is ACs and LED lights, 6,238 crore. Specialty steel, 6,000. Chhattisgarh. Telecom and network products, that is telecom and networking products, electronic, 12,195 crore rupees. Manufacturing of medical devices, there are number of medical devices parked in Punjab, 3,430 crore. Advanced chemistry battery, electric vehicles, nothing but EV battery recharge, 18,100 crore rupees are marked by the central government under production linked incentive scheme. So all electric vehicle manufacturers, all electric vehicle component manufacturers, electric vehicle battery manufacturers are eligible to get the benefit under these PLI schemes of the central government, that is advanced chemistry battery. So much platforms are available, so much schemes are available from the central government. Friends, just ask yourself, can a proprietor will be able to serve this much area of practice? Because he is already overburdened with the number of dates. Aaj ye dates, kal wo dates, particularly GST, TDS, TCS, where he will get the time to understand the schemes created by the central government. I think our institute has come out with at an appropriate time the multidisciplinary chartered accountant firms. It is not the age of proprietorships. There are 3,004 chartered accountants in Chandigarh, what I came to know from the chairman of the branch. How much of these are practicing in partnership firms? And if you want to become a multidisciplinary, you can say, I have hired one chemical engineer, because nowadays even engineer can become a partner in a practicing chartered accountant firm. So chemical engineer, partner in a CA firm who is taking care about the battery manufacturing. Electronic and telecommunication engineer, a partner in a chartered accountant taking care of electronic. We are finance people. We can understand the guidelines, we can understand the scheme, we can understand the finance. But the engineers can understand only the technology. They are not aware about the implementation. Right from concept to commissioning, right from preparations of the project report to getting the bank funding to preparing the balance sheet. We can understand the numbers. So multidisciplinary chartered accountant firm with an engineer, automobile engineer partner, pharmaceutical engineer or pharmacist partner, or mobile engineer partner, food technologist partner, textile engineer partner, solar manufacturer partner, white goods, or we can have a network, or we can have a vertical in our own practicing chartered accountant firm. What will be the revenue of our chartered accountant firm? And just imagine about the traditional area of practice. Can you think how much number of audits will be with you? How much number of GST return you may be filing if you are having a multidisciplinary chartered accountant firm with a knowledge or a vertical of various industry segment in the country. So huge opportunities are available under PLI schemes of the central government. Do you name the sector? There are schemes available in the country. Punjab is known for horticulture produce, and you are aware about the cold storage schemes of the central government, or net, green net or shade, greenhouse, net house, floriculture, horticulture schemes. So the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. See, we are dependent on two ministries, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Finance. And as I told you, there are number of ministries in the central government. There are number of departments in the central government through which we can grow our non-traditional area of practice, that is MSME practice. So National Horticulture Board, very near to Chandigarh, Delhi, at Gurgaon, they are having their head office through which floriculture, horticulture will be eligible to get the scheme. Establishing a cold storages. You are very near to Himachal Pradesh. You are very near to Uttarakhand. You are very near to Jammu and Kashmir. So if anybody establish a cold storage as a center where the fruits are manufactured or where the fruits are grown, we can have a cold storage for our clients, and then we can sold those apples, those grapes, those fruits, those vegetables. We can have a food processing industry with the help of National Horticulture Board. Cold storage subsidy. The National Horticulture Board gives subsidy for construction, expansion, modernization of cold storages. And the subsidy is ranging from 35% of project cost to 50% of the project cost in hilly and scheduled areas. Sir, we are all practicing chartered accountant. We are aware about the Income Tax Act also. Section 35 AD of the Income Tax Act says that a cold storage is eligible because it is a cold chain facility, is eligible to get deduction under Section 35 AD. Again, a win-win situation. Venture capital assistance. Punjab will be the biggest beneficiary of VCA under SFAC scheme, Small Farmers Agribusiness Consortium, which is situated in New Delhi at Hauj Khas near Neri Fort Auditorium. Venture capital assistance for agro processing industry. Punjab being biggest agro processing hub of the state of the country, you can have number of clients to whom you can get venture capital assistance sanctioned from SFAC for making value additions in agro commodities. And it is 26% of the promoter's equity, maximum 50 lakh rupees. So 50 lakh rupees will be given by SFAC to agri processing projects in Punjab state, all over India, which is interest free, and it has to be repaid when the last installment of term loan is repaid. I can deliver 1 hour lecture on venture capital scheme of SFAC for the benefits of member, because it's a separate topic. As far as cold storage is also concerned, there can be 2 hour lecture or 1.5 hour lecture, which will be specifically from concept to getting the subsidy in the hands of the manufacturer or to the cold storage owners. But today I'm just going to introduce you about the professional opportunity. So cold storage is one of the activity. If branch call me again in future, I will be specifically discussing about the cold storage policy. I will be specifically discussing about the venture capital assistance scheme of central government, which is up to 50 lakh rupees, direct benefit to the entrepreneurs who are in agro processing. The very fancy word today spoken by the Honorable Pradhan Sevak PM sir, or by the Agriculture Minister, or by the FM Finance Minister of our country, farmer producer organizations, farmer producer companies. We practicing chartered accountant and company secretary look only after audit, but we can guide the farmer producers, and Punjab being the farmer country, farmers state, you can have number of farmer producer company in your own country. And the government through SFAC is having 2 schemes, equity grant and credit guarantee fund scheme for farmer producer company. Right from registering farmer producer company till getting the equity grant up to 15 lakh rupees, which is non-refundable, we can help the farmer producer company. And credit guarantee fund up to 1 crore rupees, no collateral security is required to be given for farmer producer companies. So huge opportunities available under farmer producer organization, and in 2020 budget, the Honorable FM has kept the vision to get registered 10,000 farmer producer company in the country. Agriculture Marketing Infrastructure Scheme, Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, 1 lakh crore, 3% interest subvention for all types of agro processing industries. Biggest opportunity for Punjab state. All the practicing chartered accountant within the state of Punjab, because 90% of your manufacturing enterprises are either in agro processing, food processing, and most of them are eligible to get this agriculture infrastructure fund benefit of 3% interest subvention. Quarterly basis, 3% interest will be reimbursed to the agro processing unit under agriculture infrastructure fund scheme. Whether it is a cold storage, whether it is an oil mill, whether it is a cotton ginning pressing, whether it is a food processing industry, a specific scheme is created by central government under this agriculture infrastructure fund scheme. Online portal is available to make application for getting this interest subvention. So members, you can take the advantage within the state of Punjab of this agri, and this scheme is valid up to 2032. 2032, 1 lakh crore will be disbursed in the form of interest subvention for agro processing project under this agriculture infrastructure. Sir, you have given me only 2 hours. I have covered only central government. Now I am coming to the Punjab state. What opportunities are available created by the government of Punjab as far as Punjab is concerned. Punjab is having 50,360 square meter area. The capital is Chandigarh. Language, border state is Himachal Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chandigarh, and all these things. The Punjab Chief Minister is Charanjit Singh Channi. Mr. Tajveer Singh is the Principal Secretary, Industry and Commerce, and Director of Industries and Commerce is Mr. Sibin. Recently, on October 26 to 27, the government of Punjab has come out with a Progressive Punjab Investor Summit 2021. Just ask yourself how much of you have attended this investor summit within the state of Punjab. Because the government of Punjab is asking the world over the entrepreneurs to come and establish their manufacturing unit within the state of Punjab. So Invest Punjab was the event undertaken recently by the Punjab government. And this is Invest Punjab Business First, wherein business come first is the portal of this Punjab government. Major investment in Punjab, Invest Punjab 2021 events. The events which is taken in the month of October, Trident Group has invested or undertaken MOU of 2,000 crore rupees. So you have to verify where this investment is coming of Trident Group. 2,000 crore rupees will be invested by Trident Group. So multiple projects will come, ancillary projects will come when Trident Group is going to invest 2,000 crore. Aditya Birla Group 1,500 crore, HUL 1,200 crore, Amity University 300 crore, JK Paper Limited 200 crore, and Mahindra Group is planning to establish tractor factory under Invest Punjab. They have come with MOU with the government of Punjab, and the investment destinations are which? Ludhiana. So the CA are from Ludhiana, Kapurthala, Mohali, Pathankot, and Rajpura. These are the destination where this investment is expected to come. So just concentrate on this area and grow your practice. Development of new industrial park and industrial land. Punjab Invest, about us, why invest in Punjab, policy framework, trust sector, investor services. Invest Punjab Business First portal is the very interactive portal developed by Department of Industries and Commerce, Government of Punjab, where you will get end-to-end online transparent system on granting clearances and incentive. As I told you, ease of doing business. You don't have to move from Chandigarh. You don't have to move from Patiala to get the registration done, because a portal is created by the government of Punjab, which is known as Invest Punjab portal, end-to-end online and transparent system for granting clearances and incentives. 14 plus participating department providing 100 plus regulatory clearances and 36 fiscal incentives. Information wizard for customer, list of all applicable regulatory approvals and clearances. Smart dashboards and easy verification. So your own portal, I cannot come to Punjab, but I can do the practice sitting in Mumbai for the clients who is establishing their project in Punjab. So friends, when I have discussed with you, there are around 22 districts in the state of Punjab, and you are situated at here, Chandigarh, where it is Chandigarh, state capital of this. So you can think, don't think that Chandigarh is the only your area of operations. Right from sitting Chandigarh, you can do the client of Amritsar, Gurdaspur, Pathankot, Hoshiarpur, Kapurthala, Firozpur, Faridkot, because it's ease of doing business. And whenever an entrepreneur who is from Punjab, if he comes to Chandigarh and asks Mr. Upkar Singh, sir, I want to establish a project of 20 crore rupees, which is the best destination in the country, where should I establish my unit? If a person is aware about J&K industrial policy, if a person or a CA is aware about the Himachal industrial policy, if he is aware about the Delhi industrial policy, Haryana industrial policy, or Rajasthan government industrial policy, you can make a due diligence report between Himachal Pradesh and Punjab, Haryana and Punjab, Rajasthan and Punjab. So here comparative chart, I am aware about around Gujarat industrial policy, Madhya Pradesh industrial policy, Telangana industrial policy, Karnataka industrial policy, Haryana industrial policy, and some of the central government industrial policy. So we can give a very attractive due diligence report to our client if we are aware about various neighboring state industrial policy. So even a Himachal Pradesh entrepreneur can come and establish their unit Punjab if the Punjab policies are more attractive. So Invest Punjab business portal, as I told you, very silent. Login, username and passport will be created. Advantage Punjab, these are the advantages. Strategic location, food bowl of India, food processing industry, prosperous and urbanized, richest state in the country. The citizens of India, Punjabs are rich, so they can come into manufacturing. Entrepreneurial talent. Punjabis are known for entrepreneur talent. Successful Punjab diaspora. Punjab Agro is a portal, is a specific a department created by the Punjab government, and they have come with jointly with the Ministry of Food Processing Industry, launch of Prime Minister formalization of micro under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. PM formalizations of micro food processing enterprises schemes, Ministry of Food with a Punjab Agro. So aims and objective to increase the food processing industry. Punjab ODOP map, one district, one product, which is a creations of the Uttar Pradesh government. Similarly, Punjab is known for its rich agriculture belt. So one district, one product map is created. So you can just think about your own location and the opportunities available to the entrepreneurs in Punjab. Benefits of one district, one product. Amritsar for pickle and murabba. Barnala meat, chicken, poultry products. Bhatinda for honey products. Fatehgarh Sahib for jaggery. Fajlika for kinno. Faridkot for milk and milk product. Firozpur For chili, even Firozpur can have a cold storage for storage of chili. Chili being a horticulture produce, you can store the chilies in cold storage. So Firozpur chili, Gurdaspur sugarcane based product, jaggery or ethanol. Nowadays, government is permitting to melt ethanol in petrol. So Gurdaspur, you can have the opportunity for sugarcane based products. Hoshiarpur, jaggery and allied products. Jalandhar, potato, again Balaji wafers, wafer manufacturing. Kapurthala, tomato, ketchup. Ludhiana, bakery products. Mansa, milk and milk product. Moga, potato. Pathankot, lychee. Patiala, gawwa. Roopnagar, mango. Sangur, onion. Sasnagar, milk and milk products. SBS Nagar, peas. Sri Mukhtar Sahab, milk and milk products. Tarun Taran, pear. So these are the various one district, one product scheme of the central government. Punjab has 4 textile parks. As I told you, big city, big country in the country to develop textile clusters. 4 major textile clusters which provide infrastructure for, which are those Ludhiana, Amritsar, Jalandhar and Mohali. So the practicing chartered accountant from these 4 districts, you can have the opportunity to help the local entrepreneurs to establish textile cluster. See, Ludhiana textile cluster, Amritsar, Ludhiana integrated textile park, Lotus textile park, Barnala, spinning cluster, Sasnagar, Punjab apparel park, Ludhiana, Rhythm textile and apparel park, Navanshire, sports cluster, Jalandhar. When clusters are already established, we have to, Punjab is the second largest producer of polyester, silk and fiber in the world. World largest second manufacturer for polyester, silk and fiber in the world. So huge opportunity. Key pharma clusters and parks in Punjab. Mohali, Dharabasi existing cluster of pharmaceutical. So production linked incentive scheme for medical devices and medical park, pharmaceutical industry. Wajirabad integrated pharma park, 130 acre. Batinda bulk drug park, 1,320 acres of land. Biotechnology park at Mohali. See, the units are there. The red carpet treatment is given by the state of Punjab government. Punjab has a strong base of more than 2 lakh MSME units. I don't think Punjab state taken together will have more than 10,000 to 15,000 chartered accountants. And there are 2 lakh MSME units. Huge opportunities available to we practicing if we take care of MSME practice in the state of Punjab. Punjab ranks number 1 in India in machine and hand tools production. Again, huge opportunity. Punjab ranked best in quality of multi-modal terminal infrastructure. Micro Small Enterprises Facilitation Council, Samadhan, MSME Samadhan, is the role of the Facilitation Council to recover the dues. Deemed approvals under Punjab Invest Punjab missions. Fruits and vegetable processing clusters in Punjab. Amritsar, there is an existing fruit and vegetable processing clusters. Jalandhar, Ludhiana, Patiala, Roopnagar, Sangur. So SFAC scheme, venture capital schemes, food Ministry of Food Processing schemes, schemes of these cold storages can be taken advantage under this food processing cluster within the state of Punjab. Punjab-based startup, National Infrastructure Pipeline, Moga Bypass, the Monetization Pipeline, 537 million total project cost will be undertaken under this National Infrastructure Pipeline, Moga Bypass, enhancing connectivity in Punjab. Punjab government to set up film city in Mohali. See, the opportunities is coming in the Mohali districts of the Punjab state. All major towns of Punjab connected with 4 or 6-lane highways. See the infrastructure created by Punjab government. and the fiscal incentive to ultra mega and ultra maruja projects is enhanced. Policy is declared on 7/1/2022. Government of Punjab Department of Industry Policy Implementation Unit notification 7/1/2022. Very recently, a month before, the government of Punjab has come out with the mega project policy, ultra mega project policy, and under which net GST reimbursement up to 200% of the fixed capital investment, 100% of net GST for 20 years with a cap of 200% of fixed capital. You can have, Chandigarh branch can have a specific program on Punjab fiscal incentive. There is one industrial corridor passing through Punjab, that is Amritsar Kolkata industrial corridor. Right from Amritsar to Kolkata, there is Amritsar Kolkata industrial corridor under National Corridor project, and the states which are covered under this project, Uttar Pradesh, Muzaffarnagar, Bareilly, right from Amritsar, Jalandhar, Ludhiana, Ambala, Sarhanpur, Meerut, Hapur to Kolkata, this Amritsar industrial corridor is passing, and 1,840 kilometers is the length, 5.5 lakh square meter. Punjab, 7 states are getting the benefits of this Amritsar Kolkata industrial corridor, that is Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand. 7 states are covered. These are the districts which will get the benefit. So I think, friends, huge opportunities are available. Industrial business development policy amended as on 3. This is the policy which is declared by Punjab government for, and land bank is there. See, we can help the entrepreneurs to get the land allotted from the Punjab government, and these are the Punjab Small Industries Export Corporation, industrial focal point, Pathankot, Batala, Haryana, Amritsar, Taran Taran, Govindwal Sahib, Kottapura. These are the various Punjab land bank identified is there. This is the Punjab Bureau of Investment Promotion having their office at Chandigarh in Punjab sector 17, from where you can get more information. Punjab Cabinet approves amendment in industrial policy on 4th February, only 8 days before. The industrial policy is amended by the government of Punjab for the benefit of industries in MSME Punjab. Setting up of MSME Punjab is the vision of Punjab government. So friends, multiple opportunities are available to we practicing chartered accountant, and I think you can get multiple benefits if you enter into this area of practice. I have tried my best to just introduce you the opportunities, the new upcoming opportunities, the untapped area of practice, the ignored area of practice, the non-traditional area of practice in MSME, how we can grow our non-traditional area of practice under this today's webinar. I thank to the Chandigarh branch for giving me this opportunity to share my little knowledge about the professional opportunities available under this MSME area of practice. Over to you at headquarters at Punjab, the Chandigarh branch. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Any question and answer? Yes, sir. Over to you, Chandigarh.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, our speaker, Govardhan Modi ji. Thanks for a wonderful session, for giving a very precise information about MSME and the evolving opportunities for our chartered accountants member in the field of MSME. We are really very much thankful to you for giving such a wonderful lecture on this specific topic and the upcoming opportunities for growth of MSMEs. All in all, we would like to see you in person also, sir. We would like to invite you to Chandigarh also, sir. Whenever you come to Chandigarh, we would
Yes. I am going to share my PPT, which you can
Yes, sir.
share amongst your member.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will share that, sir.
Yes, I will share my PPT. So you can
Thank you
share
so
the
much.
PPT with your members.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for giving me
Thank
the
you all.
opportunity.
Thank you all,
Thanks.
sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. I am leaving, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir. Thank you so much, sir.